Okay. Hello. Um, so I've had like this specific page of Chainsaw Man, and I just think about it all the time because I think it's really cool and I love it. And um, I always have like this really long, just like info dump about this page specifically that I keep telling to like everybody. Um, And so I figured I'd just make a video so I could just like link this to people whenever I want to talk about it. Um, and I got water, so I'm gonna talk for a while probably. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and lower the opacity here because I'm gonna draw over this because this is really good. Okay, I need to show you how good this is. Um, okay, so this is like this is the only page that is shown for this action of Aki punching Denji's face, right? And there's no build up to this, and there's no like there's no aftermath. This action is shown in a single panel, um, so we don't see the build up or the follow up. This is the entire action shown in one page because it's supposed to be abrupt, right? It cuts to this, but we see the full punch in this one panel, and I think you can see what I'm talking about, but I'm going to explain it because I think what's being done here is just genius. Personally, I think it's really good. So, basically, we have these like what do you call them? Like radial lines, right? And these basically frame Aki's face, which is um because of his hair, this is like the darkest part of the page here. Um so, you know, um and also by his face you've got the darkest, like the highest concentration of radial lines, and the bam is right here too. um so like uh that means like the first thing that you're going to notice on this page when you turn to it, because this is on like it cuts to this, so it's very abrupt. um so you're going to turn the page and see this, and the first thing you see when you turn the page is going to be Aki's face, right? And so um just because that's where your eye is going to be drawn to first. Um, Typically it would be like the biggest thing, maybe, which would be Denji's face here, but like um, it's not the focal point of the image, so it's not designed to stand out immediately. The highest, like, I guess what would you call it, like concentration of like dark spots is like right here with all this stuff. Um, and So you're gonna look here first. That's what I'm saying. And I think that's really cool because it's very intentional, and you'll see what I mean as I explain. So basically, following the motion of like the radial lines and like Aki's uniform here, right? Because the radial lines are in his uniform too, to show motion from his face. The very next thing you're going to see is this right here. You're gonna see Denji's face, and this basically like forms a sort of triangle here, right? And I think that's cool because that sort of it's going to draw your eyes that way. Um, and this is a really good shape for uh making people like look at a certain thing that you want them to look at. Um, Especially with how it's done here. And Denji's face is significantly lighter, right? So, and also the BAM also leads into that. So like every like from starting here, everything that you look at is going to draw your eye to here, basically, right? Um, and so and additionally, like I said earlier, his face is the biggest part of this image, even though it's not the focal point. Um, and so you're still going to see that like really soon, like immediately, or not immediately, but like right after you're going to be drawn to that already because it's the biggest part. But just because of everything else, there's a what I'm trying to say is there's like a motion here, right? And I'll explain that more later also. Um, Sorry, there's so much here. I love it. And then there's this right here, right? This like negative space, which is really cool because like that shows the impact, but you're not going to like that's like far from the first thing you're gonna notice. You're gonna see Denji's face before you see that, right? And look at where that like draws your eye next. It's another triangle, by the way. See that? That's what I think. That's awesome. Um, and actually, it's an arrow. Look at that, because you got this part here and you got that. I didn't notice that before. This isn't just a triangle. It's an arrow. That's awesome. Anyway, so that draws you to Aki's elbow, right? Not just his hand, but his elbow, and uh, and from here, I think this is really interesting. There's more radial lines. This is where your eyes are gonna meet back up with them, and there's significantly fewer than over here. But these are also going to draw your eye to his arm, right? And his arm has like the motion lines on it. And we're seeing it at the very end of the punch, right? So, you know, we've missed the punch. It's already happened. But the cool thing about this is that we can see the entire punch in this one drawing, um, just because of the composition of everything and the fact that we see the punch like in its backswing, basically. Because like this shit. Wait, sorry. Here, I'll just get rid of that part and then I'll do it on a new layer. The arc of the punch is this, right? This is the punch here. And to simplify it into a single line like that, I think makes it easier to understand than like this, I guess. But this is breaking it down significantly. Because it's not just using the motion of the punch to like show the aftermath of it. Fujimoto is using the composition of the entire panel here to show how like sudden and brutal this punch is. Another thing I like here is, this is just a side note really, but like Denji's face is like coming off of the panel. See, because the panel is like right there. And like I really like having drawings come off of the panel because I think it adds a sense of depth to it. it's a really cool effect that helps sell like any foreshortening that you might have in your drawing. And it like it really sells that there's distance here. Um, and also, I mean, this is you see this a lot, but like the blood coming out of his mouth here, um, also helps like to sell the motion and the way his face is all scrunched up here. I'll get rid of this stuff so you can see what I'm talking about a bit better. Because I do want to like talk about the face here. Because I see a lot of people talk about like, I mean, it's been a while, but like when Chainsaw Man started coming out, people were talking a lot about the art and saying like, oh, it's very sketchy and messy and stuff. But I think that really helps it here. Um, and it's still very messy, but like it helps so much with the action because Fujimoto's art style is very loose, but he knows what he's doing, right? Because like you can see the facial structure here very like easily, like the other nostrils here and that's there, and this is the eye, and this one's all like scrunched up, right? You can see the whole face like uh scrunches up in response to the punch here. Shit. And sorry, I hit my laptop. Um and even like the scuff marks on his face move in the direction of the punch, and his hair too is moving a lot. The hair is like one part of the body that like it moves a lot with the wind, so like it's something to think a lot about with action. And like I said earlier, the uh blood when it's like flying off of faces and stuff, I think should be really sketchy to help sell like the fact that it's like really splattering. Like look, you're getting some like way over here. Oh wait, it's coming out of his nose too. Look at that. Wait. Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. Wait, yeah. Love it. I love it. Um and then you've got this stuff here which isn't blood, but it's you see it a lot in manga and anime where they have like these little speckles and stuff that aren't like, I don't know how to put it. It's not blood, and it's not like it's not anything really, but I think it's hmm because that's not something that you would see when you punch somebody in the face. I don't think. Um, if this were like if they were like boxing and they've been doing this for a while, that they would probably do that with sweat or something. But like, um, I don't know. It's just like here. Let me get like a new a new thing in here so I can show you what I'm talking about a bit more. Um, so you know how like if you like see a character, let's just draw something real quick. Shit. Wait. Put myself on the spot here. Okay. Um, but like you see a little character, right? Just little guy. I don't know. But like if they jump off the ground, like that, right? Sometimes you're gonna see like little things there. And I don't know. It's just to show the impact, I guess. And these little things aren't really like anything physical, but it does help to help the reader understand that an action is taking place and that there was an impact, and it helps sell the visceral feeling of it without really having to describe it with words or anything. it's just it's a really interesting thing that you see a lot, and um, it's very sorry. I love art. I need to do more videos talking about this stuff. Um, but like I also really like how you can see like his neck here. It's like sort of twisting like that. You can see where it um his skin is being pulled, and that's very good. Like that's really important to do in art. Also, you can see oh man, what's this part? It's the fucking the thing that connects to the collarbone, which would be right there. I guess there, because he's really being twisted here. Trying to like break this down as best I can, but he is really being fucked up by this punch. And it's good. This is like roughly where the armpit is. Shit, look at that. Wow. Sorry. I like this a lot, and it's like it's really cool how Fujimoto twists Denji's anatomy to really sell this punch. You can see his tie being trailed behind. And I really like. Okay, so stuff like hair and loose clothing are really good for showing motion. For example, you can see Aki's like coat here, you know, sort of like swaying in the direction of his punch to show that he's like at the end of his movement here, which I think is just really good. Is there anything else I want to talk about here? There's a lot. Because the again about the, like the radial lines, those are everywhere on this page, like just everywhere. You know, like in the shading here, or I guess that's to show movement. And the radial lines are really important because it shows the what do you call it? It's not just the movement though. Cause okay, so given like how everything is, I'd say the horizon line is probably right about there. Right, because they're like in an alleyway. Right, so that's probably why this side is a bit darker, because that's where the wall is, I would think. Going like that. So see, I just really want to break down like everything in this, because this is cool. You're not really supposed to see the alleyway though, because it's focused on the action. And I don't know how much of this like Fujimoto was really trying to do here, but right, so you can kind of see that there's a wall there, and then like yeah, okay. So you can kind of see where the ground is, and like I'd say the sorry, this probably looks like nonsense, like I'm just drawing lines, but like, and I am, but here, how can I show this off better? Because like I feel like I see this perfectly, but I don't know how clear it is. I guess this should be dimmer in the page. I don't know. But like, here. So like, if this is where the wall is back here, then right, this is, I guess, to better show like how high up off the ground they are. I'm trying to show the sorry, I am not nearly articulate enough to like talk about this. I wish I was. I'm basically just drawing lines over this. I wish I was more confident in what I'm talking about, or at least some of it, because I talked about the composition of the page. This shit I know way too much about. Like, this is something I think about like all the fucking time. Just how the punch works and the composition of the page. And then like anything other than that is just me like admiring how this is drawn. This is a really unfocused video. I just wanted to talk about this page. I don't even have a conclusion. Am I done? Was there more I wanted to look at here? I mean, I think this about covers it, really. Shit. I don't know, because there is also, like, I guess I could talk a bit more specifically about the movement on Denji's face, because I was thinking about that earlier. I was trying to get into that with this. But anyway, you can see, like, this here, like, at the edge of his face. Wait, where the fuck am I drawing that? Oh, I'm drawing that on the wrong layer. Whoops. At the edge of his face, you see that bit, and that helps to show the movement that his face is making, because not all of the lines on his face are moving in the same direction. I think it's really important to talk about how those are moving exactly, because you know his Aki's fist hit him about, like, well, it hit him here on the face, right? But it hit him like when his face was here, I think. Wait, where's the line here? Subjective, I guess. Line, if the punch came like that, then Denji would have gotten hit around here. And so Denji's face is kind of moving like this. If that makes sense. I guess more like that if you want to look at it like as a more easily understandable shape, maybe. And so his face is moving like that. I don't know. You can sorry. I want to talk about this, but I also don't want to just be like, "Oh, you can see it for yourself. It's right there." You know? Like, I want to actually try to break this down. I want to do more videos like this, but obviously I need to do way more of these to have a better vocabulary for everything. I need to be way more prepared because I did not have a script or anything. This is just a ramble. I just wanted to talk about this because I really like talking about this. And I enjoy this page a lot because I think it's really good. And I should probably watch this back, but I don't know if I will. Wait, how long is it? Ooh, look at that. Sorry, I'm just looking at my lines now. Anyway. So, okay, should I have a conclusion? I should have a conclusion. I'm probably cutting a lot of shit out of this video. Um, just to make it seem like more focused at all. But like, conclusion. I'm definitely cutting this shit out. This is embarrassing to leave in a video. But, if you're an artist and you want to draw action very well, definitely read Chainsaw Man. Definitely study the action there. I thought about like grabbing more pages from Chainsaw Man to talk about, but I couldn't really find anything that I really had as much to say, because this is like an especially interesting page to me where like just the composition of the page alone, and like it's a single panel that shows a full action using like composition, and that's really really cool to me, and that's why I love it. And it's it's not a simple drawing at all, but it feels like so much like I don't know, there's so much work that goes into making such a small thing work so well. And this is just one drawing in like in a really, well, not a really long manga, but like, you know, there's way more drawings than just this, and so many of them are so good. Especially the action. There's okay, I should talk about something that's not action in Chainsaw Man actually. um I might grab another page. If I do that, I might put it in this video, or I'll make another video about it. But I do want to talk about like whoa, shit, I almost fell over. Because I do want to talk about like stuff in Chainsaw Man a lot, because there's a lot of like there's not just the action that's good though. There's like little stuff too. Um but oh, you know what? One more thing to talk about. One more thing. All right. So, something other than like just the composition here, I want to talk about the asymmetry, right? Because there's something that I've heard a lot from like other artists, and I've really taken it to heart with all of my drawings. Where if you want a drawing to have energy, which you do in this case, because this is action, but you want asymmetry. And so like you want to think about where the shoulders are and usually where the hips are. And we can't see Aki's hips, but like given his pose, we can assume that's like right here, kind of. But even if we can't see his full pose, we still get that asymmetry in it because his face has this angle on it. So there's that. And then on Denji, we've got this angle, this wacky angle on it. Kind of follows the shoulder line a bit, but not quite. Or is that even right? Wait. Yeah, no, that is right. His face is like that. And so Denji's shoulders, bit weird, but they're kind of actually they're like that, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah. So and then obviously you have like the darker side of the page here. Which is like just that. And then the like on the other half you have the lighter side of it. This is also where like basically all the action is, and then this spot is just kind of there. But like So yeah, so like with poses, you want them to be asymmetrical, especially with action poses. Um, if you want them to be more dynamic, um, and this page has a lot of that too, for sure. Yeah, because there's a lot of energy here, even though it's just one drawing. Um, and what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I want to show that like in practice too, like in a different thing here. So like, let's say we've got like, I don't know. Usually whenever I'm drawing like a pose, I either do like this or I do this or something. You know, I mean, you could do all sorts of things. Like you could have a, like you don't need to have a character with their shoulders at an angle. You can just have their shoulders be like that, but then you could have their hips do that, right? Or like, or even just like slight, you know, like at a slight angle. You know, you have, oh wait, no, sorry. Like that, and then like that. Yeah, because the raised hip is gonna be the one that with the leg that's holding all the weight. That's just a small note. But yeah, so sorry, I just wanted to talk. That's little stuff though. That's very unrelated. I need to make more videos. I need to do more. I need to say more stuff. Oh my god, fucking voice. Anyway, that's unrelated. I don't even know why I talked about it. Okay, fuck. There's so much that I want to talk about that does not fit in just this video, and it's way off topic than in this video. And I'm really hoping I can cut this together so I have something like even remotely coherent. But like, oh man, I'm gonna need to edit this down a lot. But anyway, okay. Actual conclusion time. This drawing is really good and I like it, and um I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but manga is and comics and whatever is definitely animation. Like it's not a series of images played one after another to create the illusion of movement, but there is still the illusion of movement in drawings. And not every artist does that, at least not intentionally. But in cases like this, there is, like, especially with action stuff, there is always movement being portrayed, and you can see it here, right? Even in a single drawing. And this does count as animation. So I would say if you're interested in making comics, or even if you just like drawing in general, if you want to make action, you should study animation. Like even just like have a passing knowledge of it. And that will absolutely help you with your action and stuff. Because there is overlap with the knowledge, and it's just really good stuff to know. And I probably will make a video talking a bit more about stuff like that, because like it is stuff I like talking about, so I will talk about it. Just like regardless of if anyone wants to see that or if there's like a better video of it elsewhere. It's stuff I want to talk about, so I will talk about it. And I haven't seen anybody talk about this page, and I love this page, and I think more people should know about it, and it's really cool. And that's it. Okay, I hope any of this video was coherent and made sense. Art composition's cool. Movement's cool. Action. I love action. Okay. Bye everyone.